Greetings everyone, and welcome to part 27 of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, and we are still inside the very belly of the beast. Well, technically we're not in the belly of Monstro, we're in some kind of chamber, but don't worry, we will be entering its stomach next part. Yeah, in the meantime, I'm just going to be going around through the various chambers, killing Heartless, and getting all sorts of treasures, because why not? I mean, I'm here, I might as well explore, I might as well pilfer and get some reward for my exploration, you see, because, yeah. And, yeah, whales normally don't look like this on the inside. I mean, it's all fluorescent and bright and colorful, and, when not battling Heartless, the music's kind of, cheerful and bright and all that sort of thing, even though Monstro itself is a beast. I mean, come on. In the movie Pinocchio, this thing swallowed Geppetto's ship whole. And, yeah. I mean, I remember that final chase when Pinocchio and Geppetto and them finally escaped. And, well, Monstro was mad. I mean, of course, Pinocchio, Geppetto, and them had to, well, cause a fire for them to escape in the first place. I mean, I'd be mad too if, something was done to me from the inside, so could you blame the whale? I mean, did the whale have some sort of intelligence? I'm guessing so because, well, whale and stuff. But it was Pinocchio ultimately saving Geppetto's life that, well, enabled the Blue Fairy to transform him into a real boy. So, happy endings all around. So, yeah. Anyway, that door right there, folks, that's actually our destination right there in order to move on with plot, but I'm not going there just yet because, again, I want to get as many treasure chests as I can right now, even though technically I'm kind of ill-equipped to get a number of these treasure chests at the moment. I should be moving on with plot, but past me's being an idiot and being all greedy, and I got an upgrade for Goofy, Second Wind. Actually, Second Wind is actually a pretty useful, well, technique, you see. Second Wind is essentially, you know, when your characters get knocked out for a extended period of time, and when they revive, well, they're essentially at a fraction of their full health. Well, Second Wind allows them to recover all of their health when they finally, well, recover, you know, from being knocked out instead of being killed. So, if you get a chance, equip it and make sure you have enough, well, HP in order to equip it. So, yeah. Okay, you know, looking back on this footage right now, I should have just gone in there because, well, even though things will happen, I can come back to this area and, well, get all the treasure chests. But I'll have an upgrade that will enhance my jumping capabilities, so I could explore this entire area no problem. And yes, I missed out on a Blue Trinity. I'll be back for it, I promise. You know, I mean, the problem with Monstro is it can be a bit mazy at times. I mean, a lot of the places look exactly the same, except for some slight variances here and there and everywhere. I mean, it can be... You can get lost easily in this place. I mean, ugh. Of course, we're inside a whale, and yeah. I mean, I'm still trying to contemplate that we're still inside a whale. I mean, video games use this kind of thing all the time. You know, a level that we're inside a living creature. You know, I mean, it's pretty much as old as video games themselves. I mean. Let's see here. I remember the Super Mario Land 2 level, Turtle Zone. I had Mario go through a whale himself. I did a recent playthrough of that. Plug. I remember Earthworm Jim having this kind of level, like entering a creature. Let's see, what else do I know? There's also an old Ren and Stimpy video game I played for the Super Nintendo. I think it's the Super Nintendo, or it could be a Sega Genesis. Can't really tell. Of Stimpy, no, not Stimpy. Ren going through, I think it was Stimpy, because I think it was based on that cartoon episode that, well, wait, or is it Stimpy? I can't really tell. It was one of those. They had to go through some kind of creature or one of their own. My memory's a bit shut. I'm sorry, folks. And then, of course, there's the one that I remember the fondest, and it's good old Jabu Jabu from Ocarina of Time. You know, this place reminds me kind of a lot more of Jabu Jabu than the other places. It kind of makes me wonder, do you think someone on the development team is a fan of the Zelda series, or maybe even worked on the Zelda series at some point? Yeah, I don't know how the video game industry in Japan works. I mean, could it be possible that a person working on something can move on to other projects for other companies? I mean, developing a video game is pretty much like it is a job, really, folks, and sometimes opportunities arise and you want to move on with progress, you see. And yeah, of course, I'm leaving and exiting because you know how that thing is in attack mode. My attack menu, my command menu. It's in red. You cannot open a treasure chest, and I kind of want to get all the treasure chests I can. Now, because I don't have this specific jump upgrade just yet, we're gonna have to rely on barrels. So, if you can, try not to destroy the barrels because they can provide nice stepping stones for you, and it's just a matter of getting it into proper position. Although sometimes when you try and lift a barrel, especially on low-ceilinged areas like right here, well, the barrel can be a bit finicky, as you just saw. And it won't be the last time, I can guarantee you that. And, yeah. Well, anyway, as I explore Monstro through its innards, I might as well tell you a little bit of fact about Pinocchio, if you didn't already know this, okay? Okay, Pinocchio, when it was released, it turns out it didn't do so well in the theaters because, well, Pinocchio was made in the 1940s. Well, hold on, let me take a look. I gotta make sure I get it right. 1940. There we go. And guess what happened during 1940? World War II. Of course, many people don't want to see some sort of fantastical entertainment right now in the middle of a war, especially in Europe, for obvious reasons. So Pinocchio didn't do so well. And Pinocchio also didn't do so well because of... Oh, Donald also earned a second win. Yay. As I was saying. Pinocchio didn't do so well because also due to its episodic format. I mean, first of all, if the plot involves, well, Geppetto creating Pinocchio, and then Jiminy Cricket just happened to stumble on in, and then the Blue Fairy brought Pinocchio to life, and pretty much drafted Jiminy as Pinocchio's conscience. And then there was that whole episode of, well, Pinocchio trying to go to school, but then Honest John sells him to that traveling puppet circus thing. But Pinocchio and Jiminy escape. They head home. And then, well, Pinocchio tries to go to school again, but Honest John stops him and sends him on the Prankster's Paradise. And, yeah, Pinocchio and Jiminy escape. And then there was that whole Pinocchio and Jiminy tracking down Monstro. Because, well, Geppetto was actually looking for Pinocchio and stuff. So... yeah, I mean, yeah. And I did like how that Pinocchio used his tail to, well, essentially travel along the seafloor in order to track down Monstro, in order to find Geppetto and, well, save him and stuff. So yeah, it definitely has the feeling of like episodes in a cartoon when you really think about it, but it's about the life of a wooden puppet who wants to become a real boy eventually. So, I mean, you gotta show steps, folks, baby steps and all that sort of thing, you know? Alright. Also, the thing about Pinocchio not being popular overseas at the time, well, it was popular over in the United States because in 1940, the United States did not enter the war. They were pretty much trying to stay as neutral as possible until Pearl Harbor, you see. And, yeah. Now, according to this, what I'm reading right here, thankfully, Walt Disney was able to see Pinocchio enjoy some success later down the line, along with a couple of other films like Bambi and Fantasia, because those films were ahead of their time, you see. It's like the people of the world were not ready for such innovative thinking, you see. And people today still aren't prepared for such innovations in, like, other forms of media, like other films and all sorts of things. I mean, in today's world, they're a little more open-minded, but still, they're it can be a bit. Some people can still be closed-minded, I admit, and yeah. And oh, jeez, oh, stupid lifting. Lift it. I hate you, low ceiling. Okay. Let me see if I can lift it again. Maybe if I can manipulate it and get into my direct. Woo! Woo! That was close. That was close. I almost fell down. Okay. See if I can get this again. I hope the treasure chest up there is worth it because, you know, I'm just inching and inching this barrel back, and yeah. You think all these barrels and planks and boxes came from Geppetto's ship because, well, or has Monstro pretty much snacked on other ships before reaching Geppetto, you see? I'm guessing we won't get a solid answer because video game stuff. And yes, folks, as you can see, it was totally worth it to essentially waste your time because we just rescued some more puppies, you know? They're sent straight back home to, well, Pongo and Purdy back in Traverse Town. So it's only a matter of time before we pay a visit to them again. Because, yeah. Come on. Ugh. Okay. Come on. Okay. I'm not going to risk the jump. Do not risk the jump. Just move on. Just move on past me. Come on. Hey, just go. There we go. Thankfully, I got the idea to just keep moving because, well, at this time, I cannot get anything useful until I get an upgrade. So we're just going to head straight on to, well, where I was before. Chamber 4, which is essentially our way to plot. So, yeah, you can go up that way to get to Chamber 4, or you can go through this door right here, which I'm going through right now. It'll take us to the same location, you see. And yes, folks, finally, we're moving on. So, let's see where we are now. Where's Riku, and where is good old Pinocchio?
Why do you still care about that boy? He has all but deserted you for the Keyblade and his new companions, after all.
I don't care about him. I was just messing with him a little.
Oh, really? Of course you would. Beware the darkness in your heart. The heartless prey upon it.
Mind your own business.
Riku! What's the matter with you? What are you thinking? Don't you realize what you're doing?
I was about to ask you the same thing, Sora. You only seem interested in running around and showing off that Keyblade these days. Do you even want to save Kairi?
I do.
Okay, we're going to save Pinocchio and actually end Monstro next time.